All right, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Today we're going to talk about practicing with your bug out bag. Now, a lot of people seem to think they're going to pack their bug out bag. The emergency is going to unfold, and they're going to throw this fucking pack on their back and start walking. Now, today I don't have a bug out bag on per se. I have the weight of a bug out bag on. I'm using a rucksack by GoRuck, which has about 52 pounds in it, give or take. So, practicing with that, because why practice with an obnoxious bug out bag? Now, if you live in a rural area, you live in the suburbs, you can get away with it. But in the city, it's just too much attraction. So, I go with a rucksack. You guys can pack whatever you want in the rucksack. I did a video on the Angry Prepper Fitness channel on what you can put in a backpack to practice just carrying heavy weight or doing rucking, which I'm doing today. But while I was rucking, I came to the conclusion, why not talk about bug out bags and practicing with them? So, guys, the rules to practicing with a heavy bag, period, is you need to be able to carry at least, or rather max, 20% of your body weight. If you're older, I definitely would not go over the 20% capacity. If you're going to practice, do yourself a favor and lower that capacity down to 5 to 10% for starters. So whatever 5% of your body weight is or 10% of your body weight is, practice with that. Start with that. Then build up to 20%. Don't be the guy that packed a bug out bag with all that fucking non-bullshit you're most likely not going to use and have 30%, 35, 40% of your weight capacity on your back. You're not going to last long. You might initially put it on your back, walk half a mile or so and be like, oh man, this feels good. Fucking just over a mile and a half or over a mile, it hits you like a ton of bricks, and now you're like, holy shit, this bag's too heavy. I got 1,000 miles more to go. So you start and you build up to it. You can't just jump into it, because it's definitely going to hurt you in the long run, and it's going to slow you down dramatically. And when you're bugging out, slow is not your friend. Neither is fast, because you can make yourself tired, but you definitely don't want to move slower than you have to. Of course, guys, with building up to that weight, there are a ton of benefits with rucking. And rucking is going to be your practice for your bug out bag. A lot of people seem to think, you know, again, just throw a bug out bag on my back, I'll be fine. A lot of you military dudes who are in fucking Nam or World War II are like, in my days, I was able to carry X, Y, and Z. It doesn't work that way when you get older. If you were in Desert Storm, if you were in the Afghan war, your body is torn up, your body's broken down, you age. And the more stressed you are, the more aging you do. So don't think, because you were 18 and you were rucking like a champ, that at 40-something is going to hold the same. Absolutely not, especially if you're out of practice, you're overweight, and you're more broken down. Now, obviously, guys, if you're broken down, there's a lot you can do to negate that. Now, like I said, guys, start with a lower weight, start at a lower capacity. Hell, just start with 2 books in your backpack or a 5-pound plate in your backpack and walk around with that and build up to it. Once you get to your desired target capacity weight, whether that's 20, 25%, start practicing more with that. Get your body acclimated to that. When you put the actual bag on, it feels a lot lighter. You're going to move a lot quicker. Now, my target weight, my target capacity weight is 25, 30% to practice with, not to fucking bug out with. The reason why you carry slightly heavier is so that when you put the actual bag on your back, you are having 0 problems, and your body is like, oh, this is not as heavy as what I'm used to. And of course, if you're doing it long distance. Now, when you're rucking, for the most part, we do short distance rucking, right? We do 2, 3 miles, whatever it is, up and down hills. When you're bugging out, you're going over a long distance, way longer distance if possible. If you don't have a car, if you're locked in traffic and have to ditch your car, and you have to put a bag in your back, you're going to be carrying a little more. So with that, build up to the weight. Don't just throw this pack on. I fucking guarantee you, if you throw this pack on all of a sudden, you're gonna hurt yourself. Especially being 46 years old, like I am. So guys, the other thing with practicing is practice in any weather. Practice in the rain, practice in the wintertime, practice in the dead of heat. Practice, practice, practice. Get your body acclimated to certain weathers. Know what you need to wear, what you don't need to wear in certain weather as well. That's more important than anything, right? So right now, I have a hoodie on, rain cap. Hoodie, bad idea. Rain cap, not so bad of an idea. Pretty good. This is actually a sweat hat, but it dries pretty quick, so fine. You don't want to overdress in the rain, especially weather like this, because you're going to overheat. That's why I only have this hoodie on and a t-shirt underneath. Now, when I started rucking earlier, the rain was a lot heavier. That's why I probably looked a little more drenched than what you actually see. Again, working out, guys, not working out is an excuse. You know, not practicing with your bug out bag is an excuse. Are we going to need our bug out bag? You never know. You never know when your house might burn down or some crazy, listen, all the crazy shit that's going on right now, you never know. It's better to stay fit and you have your body on high alert than it is to be fat, lazy, and making excuses. And when shit pops off, you're like thinking you're gonna rise to the occasion and you can't. A lot of preppers are under this false ideology that they're gonna rise to the occasion when some shit goes down. It does not work that way. Trust me. You think you're gonna rise to the occasion, and all you're gonna do is disappoint yourself, your family, get yourself hurt, and or killed. You have to practice. You have to stay in tune. You have to keep your body in tune to what is going on. You can't just think, guys, that your 18-year-old self is gonna pop up again and fucking have you do what needs to be done. It don't work that way, right? And obviously, the arrogance of me learns the hard way every time I step into the gym. I used to do this, wait, when I was 30 years old. Fucking go to deadlift 525 and my back's ready to pop. So again, don't think for a second because you're older you still have it. You don't, especially if you're not practicing anymore. Keep practicing, keep your body in tune, and you will be fine. Anyway, guys, other than that, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.